After Gru went to prison in whatever the fuck land, it has been very quiet, other than a few still mourning the loss of Wario, Lars and Steven. Banjo was having a nice lie-in until Kazooie woke him from his slumber and told him that she heard something from outside. They went to investigate the noise, but all they found was Bottles.
"Hi, Bottles. Long time no see.
How's it been, Dirt Breath?"
Kazooie!
Bottles explained about the super swell pizza party until its unexpected dark turn of events.
"Oh dear, that sounds horrible."
"I was wondering if you two could help, 'cause by the looks of it, we're gonna need it."
"Steady on, Bottles. We are a bit rusty. It has been 20 years, you know, unless you count nuts and bolts."
The three of them laughed and made their way, but unknown to them, they were being watched. Meanwhile, Sans and Tails were in a situation of their own. Well, Gru is in prison, Nefario is in hospital with a tube up his butt again, and the minions are left on their own.
"It's nothing, Tails. I'm sure they can take care of themselves."
"I'm not sure, Sans."
"What's this about the minions?"
Sans and Tails explained about the minions' situation.
"I see. You know, I could use their assistance in something that I'm doing."
"Excellent. That will keep them busy until Gru and Dr. Nefario come back."
"Wait a minute. Where are the Wallaces?"
"It's nacho cheese." "No, but it's my cheese." "But it's nacho cheese." "But it's my cheese." "But it's nacho cheese, you fuckwit." "I'm going to say the N-word." "You can't say the N-word, it's 2020. "But I'm wearing black shoes." "Excuse me, madam, what do you want? Can't you see that I'm on personal business? We were just wondering if you could helpfully direct us to the closest direction to cheese. I have no time for your nonsense." "Not even Wensleydale." The Wallaces were not happy at all.
Oh no, it's her."
"What's wrong, Bottles?"
Bottles explains to the duo about Jasper's history with Steven and the gems from Peridot.
Maybe she's responsible for that Romanoid you witnessed."
"Come on, Banjo, let's give her a good scene too."
"Good idea, Kazooie."
"Oi, lad, it's Crash Bandicoot. Maybe he can help us look for some cheese."
"You must be Jasper. I heard a lot from a friend of mine that you are trouble."
"What do you want about, you brown runt?"
"Come on, Banjo, I want to smash the lights out, 'cause I'm raring to go."
Meanwhile, Shadow arrived at Gru's house and greeted the minions.
"Greetings, minions. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Shadow the Hedgehog, better known as the Ultimate Life Form. And I've heard about the bombing incident from Tails, and he told me a lot about you all, and you're probably wondering why I'm here. Well, you see, I agreed to look after you all, and you lot are gonna help me with something important."
Shadow explains his plans to the minions about becoming president and overthrowing Donald Trump.
"Join me, and I will help you to gain your bananas back. And to do that, we are going to build a bridge to the banana farms, and we will make the cringe-worthy side of the Thomas fandom pay for it."
The minions clapped, cheered, and jumped for joy at the news. Donald Trump was looking forward to McDonald's at home. Suddenly, he heard an extraordinary noise.
"What the hell?" "Surrender yourself, Trump, 'cause your president days are over."
Donald Trump surrendered himself quietly, and then Shadow took over the White House and the United States government.
"Now then, my first order of business is nutting on Sonic's 3DS, then getting a cringe-worthy side of the Thomas fandom to build the bridge."
Meanwhile, Banjo was on his toes head-on against Jasper, not missing any hits or blows as the Wallaces cheer on the bear and bird. DK, Diddy, and K. Rool arrived and are surprised that Banjo is taking on Jasper.
"Guh?
I've had enough of this.
Oh!
Banjo!
"Quickly, DK, smash the lights out. I'll get my gun ready. Banana slammer! Excellent, now I'll deal with her."
No, I'll deal with her. It was Garnet. Everyone was surprised, and King K. Rool was not happy at all. "Hello, Jasper. Long time no see. What brings you down from Homeworld?" Jasper explains that someone from Homeworld sent a Robonoid, and they think that she did it. "So you've been framed for something you didn't do?" "Exactly." Then Bottles suddenly remembered that he, DK, Diddy, K. Rool, and a few others witnessed the Robonoid in action. Just as he was about to tell them, a nether portal opened out of nowhere, and there stood Steve, a bunch of pillagers, and a dark hedgehog that looked a lot like Sonic. Well, long time no see, bear. Who are you? I'm Steve from Minecraft. Let's play Hunger Games. Wait, what? Attack! Some of the pillagers started attacking, and the other half grabbed Banjo and took him into the Nether portal. Help me! Quickly, Jasper, before the portal closes. I'll come too. You might need extra assistance. You're not going anywhere. Be gone, Recolor! Good work, DK. Now find the other crystal gems, then we'll meet at the ruins. As the Nether portal closes, DK, Diddy, Bottles, and the Wallaces went to find Amethyst, Pearl, Bismuth, and anyone else they could find, but as they left, they felt the sense of someone watching them. Meanwhile in hospital, Dr. Nefario is still in hospital, with a tube up his bum. Then, Sans and Dr. Mario walked into the room, along with someone he'd never seen before.
Hello, Nefario. Today is your lucky day. You are first to try and see if you can be healed by magic.
What?
Me, Mumbo, best shaman in all YouTube video. Well, Mumbo, let's just hope the readers don't have a bone to pick with you.
Steady on, Sans. We don't want to upset Mumbo over here, because I really need to get back to the others.
Let's hope this works.
Mumbo used his magic powers to heal Dr. Nefario, and surprisingly, it went well in their favour.
Aha! It works! I'm cured! Thanks, Doc. And you too, Mumbo. Now, if you excuse me, I'm off to find the minions.
Nefario got on his scooter and took off.
Well, I better go with him. Mumbo come too, in case more trouble occurs.
So Sans and Mumbo followed the speedy Nefario to Gru's house, but unknown to Nefario, the minions were not there. Meanwhile, at Castle DDD, Escargoon was looking for King DDD until he found him swimming in his swimming pool, drinking Jack Daniels. Sire, please tell me that you're not still sad over the whole ordeal.
Now you listen to me. I've messed up by handling the lives of free people. And you know how that feels?
Well, pretty guilty, sire.
Exactly. Now, excuse me, I'm off to go drink my sorrows away. Now, you run to the store and get me some more of these Jack Daniels and a bag of them potato chips, if I must.
Escargot made his way to Tesco to get some Jack Daniels. On his travels, he found the Fat Controller, driving and listening to heavy metal.
Move it, buddy, I'm making a line back here.
Watch that, I'm too busy jamming to heavy metal. The Fat Controller was going to the best diner in the world in Pennsylvania, but unknown to him, a shadowy figure watched him. He got to Pennsylvania and went into the diner. Square pizza, what the fuck's wrong with this crazy state? He went to complain to the chef and get his money back, but the chef was having none of it. Now listen to me, give me back my money or else. Okay man, don't shoot, that's what I thought. Then Topper made his way out to his car until he felt like he was being watched. Hello, brother. Well. Long time no see, Loam. Now then, if you want to live, get in the car and drive over my dead body. Now listen to me. Put the gun down and let's talk this out, Loam. No way, fatty. Hey, you're fat as well. Oh yeah, tough guy. Sonic and Tails arrived just in time before shots were fired. Hey, what's going on here? Piss off, fairy. Then Sonic pulled out his own gun. Hey, we'll have none of that. Now both of you back up. Put the guns down and let's talk this out. Fine. Meanwhile, Jasper, Garnet, and King K. Rool finally made it to the Minecraft dimension. Alright, I suggested we follow something that looks man-made. Excellent, it could lead us to Banjo and Kazooie. Now let's move out. As the trio made their way, they heard something behind them. What's that noise? Oh no! The portal's closing! We're doomed! Well, we're stuck here now, and no way out. What are we going to do? There's no turning back now. We are going to get Banjo and Kazooie, and hope there's a portal there. Agreed! Escargoon finally arrived at Tesco to get some Jack Daniels for King DDD. Escargoon was having trouble looking for the Jack Daniels, because Tesco is as big as a village, as Eddie Izzard once said.
Excuse me, I know that you don't work here, but do you know where the Jack Daniels are?
Yes, they are down there on the left.
Why, thank you.
By the way, do you know what this thing called bananas are?
Oh, they're just across over there.
Thank you.
Are you paying for that? I mean, look at him. He has no style, no grace, and he has a funny face.
My diamond wanted to see how these earth mammals do on Homeworld. As Escargot made his way to the till, he felt a strange feeling inside his chest, something he didn't have in a long while. He made his way back to Castle DDD, only to find that he had left a note for him, saying he was off to meet the president. Escargoon wondered why King DDD wanted to meet the president, but didn't think much about it. Dr. Nefario arrived at Gru's lab, and was surprised at what lay before him.
Watch! Where are the minions?
Mumbo don't know what minion is.
Sans, do you remember where you were last time, at least? Where you last seen them, at least?
Well, me and Tails were talking about what to do with them until Shadow turned up and agreed to take them off our hands.
Right then, if we find Tails, then we will find Shadow. But first, I need to get one of the experimental minions out of the test tube.
Test tube? Experimental minion?
Nefario explained to Sans and Mumbo that he was trying to make a minion that could speak fluent English with DNA of other people. Their first experiment was Diggy Gomez, and the other thing they were doing is seeing that they can give them special abilities and whatnot.
Alright boys, I'd like you to meet our second experimental minion, Danny Dominion.
Isn't he a little short to be a minion?
Nonsense, he looks fine. Anywho, let's find Tails.
Meanwhile, at the White House, President Shadow was keeping an eye on things.
Ah, Kevin, Paul, and Diggy. How's the bridge coming along? I see, so it's almost finished. Good, then I have an important business to attend to. Now see yourselves out.
The minions left the room, then Shadow prepared for his very important meeting. King DDD arrived into the room, and he was surprised that Shadow was the president.
Shadow, you're the president of the United States? Yes, your majesty. It wasn't an easy bargain, let me tell you, but it was worth it in the end. I see. So, what did you want to talk about, Mr. President? Ah, yes, well, you see, you have an army of Waddle Dees, and I was considering that with my power as president, with my minions, and your power of royalty, and your subjects, we can have an unstoppable army when a terrible threat tries to take over. You're proposing an alliance? Yes, your majesty, with my political power, with the government, and your power of royalty, along with our minions and subjects, we will be unbeatable. I like the idea, Mr. President. Excellent.
Meanwhile, in Philadelphia, the Hats were finishing off their talk. That's why I did it, Topham. That's why the red diesel crash. Oh!
Now then, you sell your differences. What now?
Before any of them said a word, Dr. Nefario, Sans, Mumbo, and Danny turned up.
Hello, Tails.
Nefario, I see that you're out of hospital again.
Yep, with the help of Mumbo Jumbo.
So what brings you all the way to Philadelphia? Sans and Nefario explained that the minions had gone missing. What? That's terrible! Before anyone could say anything else, Dr. Nefario's phone went off.
Hello? Yes. What? Alright then, goodbye.
Who was that, Doctor?
It's the police. They want to see me about Gru. Me and Tails will come too.
What about us? Just then, one of the Wallaces turned up. Excuse me, lads, we are in need of all the help we can get.
Alright then, me, Mumbo, Topham and Lowem will go with Wallace then. You all go. I've caused enough trouble for everyone.
As the gang split up to their respective missions, they didn't realise that they left someone behind. Soon, Dr. Nefario, Tails and Sans made it to the police station. Alright, boys, I will do the talking unless they want to ask you some questions. Understood, Nefario.
Our lips are sealed.
Good, now then let's get Gru back. Inside the police station, PC Plod was talking to Gru in one of the rooms.
Right then, Mr. Gru, one of the police staff has called for Dr. Nefario over, and we will finally solve this once and for all.
I'm telling you, officer, it wasn't me.
We will let the convo solve your fate.
He's here, send him in. Dr. Nefario, oh, I'm so glad to see you. Same here, Gru. Now let's sort out this situation once and for all. Meanwhile, far away across forests, mountains, and all that jazz, in the land of Hogwarts home, magic, wizardry and all that, was a professor named Snape, and he was very sad. He was not having many pleasures doing lectures and teaching students anymore. All those adventures happening at Hogwarts sucked the inner life from his bones, and he had nothing more to accomplish. He went to Dumbledore.
Headmaster, I want to be expelled. I don't have what it takes to teach anymore.
But Snape, you are my best professor. You can't go and waste the knowledge you have.
Oh, Dumbledore, I'm so sad.
Dumbledore, the powerful and wiseful magician, thought of a solution. Okay, Snape, I will transfer you to another place, somewhere calm where you can help good creatures that have no parents. Snape was grateful that Dumbledore understood his feelings and pushed him to places less onerous to his advancing age. Snape took a train and reached his destination, which was a colourful and wonderful place. It was the Tubby Dome Supertronic, the place of his new students. He reached there and a periscope welcomed him. Professor Snape, you've arrived. The students wait for you in the classroom. Snape was still sad, but his powerful stomach got chills because the mystery of novelty approaches his comfort zone. When Snape entered the classroom, 4 colourful creatures were there, sitting on the chairs. They said to Snape, "Uh-oh!" And Snape smiled, feeling his heart get full of passion. But in Teletubby land, they say his heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Alright, dear students, today you will learn about potion making.
No, we don't want to learn how to be adult, but kids, I must accomplish the curriculum. Oh, Professor, I'm dying from inside. Don't let the evil periscope suck the last remnants of humanity locked in my fatal broken heart. Snape looked at her and felt something funny inside his pelvis. It was a long time since the last time he'd shared an intimacy-filled moment with a woman. Snape was starting to break. But Teletubbies, if the periscope woman watches us, how can we have any privacy? I have a secret place, Professor. We can learn there and free ourselves of the bounds of madness that others inflicted upon us. Snape looked down, thought, and followed the purple leader. They opened a secret door inside their house, a door leading to the basement. You're making a hole? Yes, Snape, we must escape so we can create an exit route to get out of the evil clutches of the woman periscope.
Oh, I must help you, Teletubbies.
First, teach us how to adult. Snape nodded in agreement. Snape, with his wondrous magic wand, created a giant bed, some wine, and cheese to accompany this illustrious wisdom moment.
Teletubbies, lay her with me. I will teach you how to be a man.
Oh, but you, Poe, aren't ready yet. You are a young baby. Stay here in the corner and play with that small hose. Poe, I guess, got sad, but nevertheless, she did what Snape said and watched the others while they got teached. So, said Snap. Crackle and Pop, meanwhile, held their silence.
Lala, you must make a pair with me. Tinky Winky, you go with Dipsy. Watch me while I play with Lala and mimic my movements. This way you will learn.
As the groups got into positions, Dipsy had a problem. Snape, Tinky Winky have no crotch mouth, but a very strange tongue. It is filled with purple wrinkled skin. Oh, Dipsy, he don't have crotch mouth, but behind him you will find a pork's eye. Tinky Winky turned over, showing his bum. What I do now?
The same I will do with Lala.
Oh, Professor, I think I peed myself.
No, Lala, you not pee. You You only are happy that I'm here. Seriously? Yes. Now, suck my index finger. And she did. Meanwhile, at the White House, because I'm saving you all the trouble, President Shadow was having a discussion with someone that wants to work for him.
So you want to work for me?
Oh yes, Mr. President, I think that you could use some assistance.
I see. All right, you're hired, seeing as it's all hands on deck.
And why is that? President Shadow explained to Pinstripe his plans to build a bridge to the banana farms so that the minions can get their bananas, and the cringe-worthy side of the Thomas fandom is paying for it. Don't you worry, Mr. President, for my name isn't Pinstripe Potteroo. I'll send fear in those who refuse to pay with my gun.
Excellent. Your determination shows how far you will go.
Out of nowhere, Metal Sonic crashed through the windows and hit his head on the desk on impact.
That was close. Wait a minute. Metal Sonic?
Suddenly, a transmission came through from Metal Sonic.
Long time no see, Shadow. I've been looking for you. That voice, it's you, Doctor.
Indeed, I've had my little friend hunt you down because I need your help, Shadow.
Why should I help you? Do you know who you're dealing with? The President of the United States, and I will send my best men to pump your guts full of lead.
Because if you don't, this world will be destroyed.
What do you mean?
There's no time to explain. Take Metal Sonic with you and come over quickly.
Fine, but once I come over, you're telling me what you know.
So what now, Mr. President?
Assemble the minions and get DDD on the phone. We are gonna need his Waddle Dee army.
Meanwhile, at the police station, Sans and Tails were still waiting to be called in to tell their side of the story.
I wonder how long it will be until we are called in.
Beats me, but I just hope we can find justice for Gru.
Did you say Gru?
Yes?
What does this have to do with you, Straw Boy?
Well, you see, I have important information that can save both him and Nefario.
Wait, what?
Well, in that case, we will go in next, and we will say that you can come in after us.
Alright then.
Sans and Tails went inside, and a few minutes later they ended their conversation with the policeman until he stated the following.
You can't go back on what you said.
And why is that?
You said that the man in the video looked like Gru, so it was him that placed the bomb.
Well, I've got news for you, officer. That was not Gru. It was an imposter trying to frame him.
What? Oh, really? Do you have proof?
Yes, I do, and a ton of information that might explain the bombings and the real culprits behind all of it.
Spud told Gru and Nefario and the police everything.
Right then, with this information you've gathered, Gru is free to go.
Thank you, officer. Have a good day. So what now?
Of course, we need to meet up with Sonic and the others.
And assemble the minions.
Well, about that, Gru, the minions have gone missing.
What? The minions have gone missing?
Yep, neither me or Tails don't know where they are.
This is a sad day for Gru and the minions.
But last we heard from them, Shadow wanted to do something with them, but we don't know what.
But first things first, we need to meet up with Sonic and the others, and just maybe they can help us out on our situation.
Good idea. Now let's move out.
Sans, Spud, and Gru managed to get on Nefario's scooter, and off they went to meet the others. Meanwhile, back underground, Snape and the Teletubbies had finished off their session.
Boys, you have graduated. You are now fully fledged, mature and responsible adults. You can take care of your own butts and do with it as all you deserve.
Poe, I guess, was a little sad, but she knew her time would come. Suddenly, Tinky Winky heard something, and then he realised, Snape, we must escape. The Periscope Woman is already searching for us because we haven't returned to sleep.
Okay, Tinky Winky, you lead the way.
The Teletubbies and Snape followed Tinky Winky down the hole they excavated. The cave was very dark and long, but Snape used his wand to illuminate the way. As they walked down the cave, a light at the end of the tunnel was near, and they raced towards it.
but someone was expecting them. A figure was facing the cave, with his back turned against the light of the tunnel. "You shall not pass." "Who are you?" "Piss off, Gandalf. This crossover is weird enough already."
"I'm very disappointed with you, Snape. I thought you had a rocky shadow heart, but it seems I was wrong. It was a mistake sending you here to placate these little rainbow bastards. A mistake I'm going to correct."
"Wait, I know that voice. It's..." And then the figure emerged from the light, creating a flowing flame around him, and his face was revealed. It was Dumbledore. "No, you?" "Yes, me. What do you want with the Teletubbies?" "Oh, you don't know? They are Death Eaters, Snape. We must kill them." "Death Eaters? That's impossible."
"No, it's true. We worked for Voldemort."
Snape got awed. "No, why?"
"Voldemort promised that he would help free our homeland from the pillager invasion. But as we worked for him and infiltrated inside Hogwarts, Dumbledore caught us. Now he absorbs our energies to fuel his mecha bulldozer that..."
Shut the fuck up! You will die!
"No, I will not permit." Snape created a strong bond with the Teletubbies, and he can't let them die, even if they are working for the enemy. "So, you will die too." Dumbledore invoked the killing spell from his wand, but then Tinky Winky, from the bottom of his purse, pulled out a Colt 45 revolver and shot Dumbledore, but the wizard deflected the bullet.
"Ha! You cannot kill me!"
"Snape, go! Save the Teletubbies! I'll buy you some time!"
"No, we can't let you die here."
"But you must, or else he will kill us all, and no one will be able to save our homeland."
And Tinky Winky advanced in Dumbledore's direction, shooting rapid bullets at him. Snape used his wand and started to drill a hole in the cave, circumventing the vicious battle happening near the entrance. Snape and the Teletubbies managed to drill another hole out some feet away from the confrontation and got out of the cave. They raced away from it, and at some distance they saw Tinky Winky shooting Dumbledore.
"Dumbledore!"
cried Tinky Winky. He picked up a hand grenade, pulled the pin, threw it at Dumbledore and shouted,
"Die, bastard!"
"No!" The cave exploded, launching debris all over the place.
"Fast, Teletubbies, hide!"
And they did. A lot of rock fell from the sky, and fumes and dust covered everywhere.
"Tinky Winky!"
cried the three Teletubbies, and Lala tried to run in and find her purple brother, but Snape prevented. "No, you can't. This place is unstable. We will die staying here," cried Snape, and the earth began to shake. The earth started to shake, and they raced away from the crumbling cave and passed in the Tubby Dome Supertronic and watched on until it was nothing more than a pile of rubble. After a while, they reached a safe haven. Lala was very sad and crying.
Why we let him die, Snape?"
"Oh, Lala, he saved us, and was his desire that we escaped."
"But it's not fair."
I know. And Snape hugged Lala, and the other Teletubbies did too. Now these four heroes must find a way to save the Teletubby land from the pillagers that are trying to invade and conquer the place. Who is behind all of this? Is Voldemort involved, or is it Steve? And Snape and Lala, will they be together till the end? And will Garnet, King K. Rool and Jasper save Banjo and Kazooie in time? And will Gru reunite with his minions? And will President Shadow get to Eggman in time? And will the Great Gathering get us closer to find out who really caused these peculiar situations on our heroes?
Lala, I promise we will avenge your brother.